Right. Hello again, YouTube. Welcome to episode 3 of hopefully infinity, pun intended, of my snap videos. I'll get right into it today. I'm using this awesome leech variant. Let's see, does this actually work better for this? No, I need to get a setup where this works. But that's okay. We'll worry about that at another day. We're not looking to be super pretty. But this awesome leech variant, it's the Dan Hipp one, was in my shop. I am free to play, but I have like 6,000 gold, give or take, because saving up for hopefully a bundle that comes soon. But got this and wanted to make a deck with it. And I kind of just put in a bunch of cards that I like, as well as some of those top cards that are just good, like Maximus, just a good card. Cosmo, just a good card. Hood, just a good card, especially when paired with Viper to shove it right back into your opponent's face. Also using Cable in this one because, again, this is the young variant. Just an awesome variant that I want to split super bad, so I have Cable in here. Sunspot, again, just a good card, in case you want to soak stuff up. Shang-Chi, just a good card. Crossbones in this deck actually works very well because you usually can on turn 4 be pretty far ahead in a spot, especially if, turn 1 you go Hood, turn 2 you have Viper, you're 5 ahead there, turn 3 then maybe Sentinel, or you might even throw Maximus down. And then chances are that lane you can throw Crossbones into it, and then at that point you probably are winning that lane. Usually once I hit the Crossbones down, if I get it in there, I feel pretty good about it. If things go poorly, Spider-Woman is in here, a card that I love. I think is very underrated. Is one that I prefer over Gamora, because Gamora you do have to guess right, which of course with Daredevil helps, but don't have Daredevil in this deck, so don't. It's not quite as good. Spider-Woman, though, lower ceiling. The best you can do, obviously, is 5'11", but that's only a 1 power difference. But again, at worst, you're probably doing a 5'9". I usually don't throw this into a spot where there's only 1 card. You want at least 2 there, or, 3 if you're lucky. But if you're not playing, Spider-Woman, turn 5 Leech is great, and then sometimes, a turn 6 Spider-Woman ain't so bad. People don't expect that. And then just a Hulk at the end for a big 6 drop if you needed it. Honestly, American Chavez probably could work here, because then I can get better, more consistent draws of everything else, but I haven't had too many issues with that, because the only real combo you have in here is Hood Viper. And even so, if your Hood stays on the board, it's not the biggest of deals. So you're not really looking to get 2 or 3 card combos, which is great. You can kind of just, you get the card and you can play him. So it's not one you have to think a ton about. But again, this variant was there. I wish you could see the whole thing easily, and I just needed to buy it and I needed to play with it. So I just put this deck together, making sure I got my Cable in there as well. Also, stealing a good card they're never going to see is great, and it can give you information about their deck. So that's another good thing. Shang-Chi to protect yourself, and of course Cosmo, you can tuck your Hulk back there, or just shut down a lane for the most part if you have to. But yeah, just kind of fun, good card. Sentinel, underrated, I think, too. Just a constant, being able to have a 2-3 available is pretty good. But that's the deck. Nothing really, fantastic about it. It's not going to be the best deck you ever play, but it's very consistent and pretty easy so far to win with. I've climbed a bit with it. I think I was at 51 actually when I started using it, so you see I got up to 55. And actually right now, currently, why will it not? There we go. I'll just hold it. With the hot location being Asgard, it's actually really good into it, especially if you can be ahead and you drop your Crossbones on there. Works great. Then at that point, there's a good chance you're drawing those 2 cards, which helps. So yeah, we'll jump right into it. Same thing, 3, maybe 4 games, depending on how they go, and you can see how it plays out. And again, I do like doing just 3 in a row. You're not going to see all wins here. You'll see some losses, you'll see some misplays, and whenever I make a misplay, I'll do my best to kind of talk through what I really should have done after the fact. But yeah, who would do this? 1 KD? Is that what that is? Alright, there's our Asgard. So Asgard 2, if I happen to hit the Viper, I don't really want to put you on the... If I draw the Viper next, that's great too, because that then gives us a pretty good lead into Asgard. And they're still... 2 Sentinels. So yeah, Sentinel here. Perfect, perfect. You know what, we're going to stap on that, because that should give us Asgard. Drop that in there. And then 9 itself, that gives me an 11-point lead here, so the chance of them dropping something that's 11 here, you know, on turn 4 is very slim. You know, even if they basically would need to play a Bucky and a Carnage. Would that get them up high enough? It would. But you know what? I'm gonna ram this down their throat right here. I'm ahead 17 here. They should ignore this lane at this point. Oh, and they played. Oh, that stinks. Give me something good. All right, 7 turning in. I can deal with that. But 16-point lead here. I think I can ignore this one for a while. So 7 points. You know what? If we're doing that, I definitely want to get my Leech down. Should hit at least 5 of them here. I don't really want Vibranium. Let me go over here. Should hit at least 5 of them. They played 2. They played 2 into Limbo. Are they going to have a Carnage Bucky? Wow. This is an interesting deck so far. Which they're probably thinking the same thing about mine. You know, just a bit of a hodgepodge of cards. You know what? I think I do play this here. Because then I can go Spider-Woman and Sentinel over here on the left. I think is what I'm going to play for. I have the lead here. So I'm going to play for all 3. We'll see how this goes. What they have here. And of course I have my Shang-Chi if I need it. But yeah, so yeah, there's the Leech help right there. So they have the lead there now. The 3 puts me ahead. You know what? And we'll shore this up with a little bit. Now I think about it. So this will get me up to 24. Them down to 15. So they need at least 9 here. I mean, I guess it's possible they have Death, which would kind of stink. Death, there was what, 3 destroyed, so it still would cost 6, so they would be able to play Death and one other thing, so I guess they could. So let's see, how can we play around Death? Let me think about this for a second. How do we play around Death? I have priority, so Shang's kind of useless at this point. 3, 4, 5. They play Death here and 1 more. We lose. I might actually try this, because that still puts us up by 6 there. We're going to go with this, just to get something over here with it. So let's see. This puts us in the lead here. Well, as long as they don't have... Oh, they chonged me! But that's alright, so we won that. So now it's all up to the tiebreaker. If they play Death here, though, but that's a 4. They shouldn't have been able to play Death. That's 8. They're up by 3. I'm up by 6. They're up by 4, sorry. I'm up by 6, though, so we still won it. So there we go. It's a good thing I actually ended up playing over here to try to... What I thought what I was playing around was Death, but instead, you know, beat the Shang-Chi. I wish I could say it. Yeah, they look like they're doing a bit of a hodgepodge of cards, too. Like me. I don't know if these are their favorite or not, but yeah, they got the small combo here with the Winter Soldier, Carnage, obviously Bucky Carnage combo. They must be all low-cost cards. Having a Bishop in here, typically I play those in like Zoo decks. So you'll, you know, drop a ton of 1-drops maybe on turn 6 and, you know, kind of sneakily buff your Bishop on turn 6 there. Alright, so now we're playing Rekro. Opening hand, not great, not terrible. Which again, you never really have, I should say, never really have great opening hands with this deck either. You know, you just kind of have hands throughout. Yeah, just trying to get a bunch of... Actually, what I would have won if I played... Yeah, I guess my other way would have won too, now that I think about it. And that I left 2 off. That was actually still in me, now that I think about it. I didn't play an extra card. I still was playing 2 cards. Oh, whatever. I don't want to wait for the hood here to pass it across. So we're still going to do that. You know, we'll probably put Cosmo in there. And then Cosmo, obviously you put Maximus behind Cosmo. Maximus is on real. Your opponent draws 2 cards. Cosmo shuts down the on reveal, so we'll throw him back there. And you know what? Because of that, I'm going to snap, because then we can Cosmo. And then we'll get I should hit end turn. That'd be nice. We'll get Cosmo, and then when I throw the Maxis behind it, 12 points here, turn 4, it should win it. I'd honestly be a little shocked if it doesn't. Ooh. I'm kind of okay with that. I can live with it, because what I can do then, I do this and this. Turn 5, so yeah, we'll Viper it back over. Take up a board spot with them. Turn 5. Ooh, okay. Perfect. They didn't get to do their debris, so we're gonna go like this. Got us the draw. And then do we Viper Green Goblin over here? I think we will. So yeah, we're soaking one here too, which is good. Viper Green Goblin won't soak any next turn, but oh, what do we got going on over here? Alright, this must be a bot. Did I snap already? That's a weird play. It's a Viper. Yeah, Viper Green Goblin. Do I want a Leech? What do you got in here? 3 in hand? No, that's probably not worth it for Leech. Oh, they got their own crossbones. Interesting. Yeah, we'll send them, clog up board space. So now at this point, these all are going to move. So that should fill. So I should be able to know what I... Oh, yes. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. So they, even if they have a blue Marvel, they can't add 10 there. Put this here. That puts us to 17. If it's a blue Marvel, we tie. And if they play blue Marvel there, we lose. But do I actually do this? No idea what they're going to have because it's clearly a weird deck. Right, that puts us then to 12 and them to 8. So that's a little bit less of a lead. I think I'm going to do Hulk over here. Alright. Still got the win. Oh yeah, I guess they could have soaked there too, and could have got us there. Interesting. Hobgoblin there. Hobgoblin. I already have a couple 5-drops, so I'm not going to put Hobgoblin in here. I did think about Hobgoblin, but... you know, having 2 5-drops already, 3 is probably just a bit too much for this deck. Alright, let's get one more. At least, maybe one more after this. We'll see how this one goes. Alright, we've done pretty good with this one. Okay. We'll drop our Sunspot over here. Yeah, never hurts to skip. Got the Sunspot. I'll soak the 2. Let's see what happens here. Alright, draw a card. So I do think I am going to kick one of these over. Again, sometimes just clogging up the opponent's board space just works, you know, which I'm not entirely sure how I feel about what just happened. I'm gonna Cosmo here because I might soak this one up. Well, that stinks. Now, well, they probably won't get too high over here. So I think what I'm gonna do... I just soak? I think I'm just gonna soak, and then I can add 10 over here with Maximus and... which I guess if they play now, then this would add 11. So let's see what they play. I'm gonna snap randomly here. Maybe try to scare them off. Yeah, so I'm not playing for middle anyways. I don't think they can add 13 here. I'm just gonna add the 10 over here. So what could they be thinking? If they play... that adds 14. So if they play White Tiger, that adds 14. That puts him to 17. I think I should play around White Tiger right now. White Tiger only adds 1. I'm going to play around White Tiger. Okay, so they got the White Tiger. I'm going up to 21, though. So is that 4? Nope, I got it. I got it. There we go. There we go. I think we got the break. Oh, no, we don't have the breaker. No! Could I have won that? Shoot! What could I have done? I see no one here is 9, so I couldn't have chonged anywhere. So what did I add there? I added 8 there, right? So I was at 14. I needed 5 there. That's still... Oh, they had prior... No, because if I didn't play anything here, I lost. Because that's the one... They would have been up by 5 there. I would have been at 10. They would have been at... Trying to think if I would have played Spider-Woman here. I would have been at 10. They would have been at 8. So that's only a 2-pointer. But then I would have lost. I would have been at 17 to 19. But then if I didn't play anything there, yeah, I don't think there's anything I could have done on that one. That stinks. Yeah, we're gonna end it there. I'm still trying to keep these a little short and sweet. You know, eventually, hopefully I have a bit more time for this stuff, so I can go in and, you know, make some longer cuts together, you know, maybe get to 25-30 minutes with a bunch of gameplay. But for now, just looking to make things kind of short and sweet and just give you a quick idea of how the deck is. Again, you know, please like, subscribe, any comments, good or bad, want to hear, whether it's, you know, what you want to see in future videos, even just setup wise versus, you know, gameplay and things like that, and talking about the deck, just let me know. All right, YouTube, peace out.